If you're like me, you got a lot of great taste, but maybe a small budget. It's DJ LumbaJack here, your boy, and taking you on the funky adventure as I crate dig up and down all the thrift stores, because I'm a cheapskate when it comes to records, but I love the thrill of the hunt. So I play with you here, each record that I find through my adventures, and I review it here, my live reaction, listening to it on the tables. It's called Thrift Store Finds Vinyl Digs. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. What's up? It's your boy, DJ LumbaJack here, back again on the Viral Media Network channel with Thrift Store Finds Vinyl Digs. It's the thrill of the hunt. I don't really buy records online. I go to the thrift stores. I go to the bargain basement, the dollar bins, the $2 bins, wherever I can find the cheapest record in good condition. And this show is all about sharing with you the gems, the finds, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes obscure, sometimes weird, the crazy records. I haven't played these before. These are blind reactions. So we're going to continue on with that. We had a little bit of an international theme going a couple episodes ago, but now we're totally random. We're back on just, hey, whatever we find. And I'm going to dig through here, through my thrift store finds, and share with you one today. Are you ready? Let's see what we got today. It's Will Ackerman Passages. Yeah, that's right. We're going into the realm of new wave. I don't want to say new wave synth, but it's like, what do they call this? They call this like new age, right? Like sort of like that visceral, very ethereal kind of stuff. Quick side story about this. Will Ackerman was actually a builder. So this is the Windham Hill record company, I believe. Yeah, right here, Windham Hill. And Windham Hill is a place on the Peninsula in the San Francisco Bay Area, and he was this guy, Will Ackerman, right here. He was a builder. He was a contractor, like my dad was, and he knew my dad. And when he was starting this record company, he asked my dad to be an investor, and my dad declined. But that's for another story. But if you don't know the Windham Hill records, they are, like I said, very new agey, kind of like a lot of instrumental stuff, orchestrative, but, you know, very like meditation kind of music, that kind of thing. So I haven't heard this album. I don't really know his music specifically. I just know of it. And my dad would always describe it as like super hokey and kind of very 80s, you know, hippie meditation stuff, you know. So we're going to listen to it. It's Will Ackerman, Passages. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching. Now, if you're new to this channel, check out the other great videos. If you like this video or other videos, make sure to put a thumbs up. If you don't put a thumbs down, you know, I'm not mad at you. Haters gonna hate. Put a comment why you like it, why you didn't like it. Let me know how I can improve, or what album you want me to vinyl dig, the thrift store you want me to crate dig for, and find and review on this show. Like I said in the intro, this is Will Ackerman Passage. We'll see how this goes. This is side one. Here we go. Now I'm going to be looking at how well you can sample this album, how well it's composed, how well it's recorded, overall how much I like enjoying just listening to the songs, the quality of the record itself. It's in pretty good condition. A lot of soundscapes. I mean, this is like the kind of stuff you hear on like, you know, the channels that just show scenic shots, you know, or like the Yule log kind of stuff. It's good though. It's like very calming. You could definitely sample that, loop that into a beat. You know, it's kind of like a quartet, quintet kind of orchestration. And again, I kind of jump ahead, don't listen to every track in its entirety, just because that would be a long ass video. These videos are already fairly long, in 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes. Oh, now it picks up. Okay, I'm digging it. You know, driving, kind of calm, but driving also. You can tell it's building to the end. You know, and I'm big on how a song ends as well as how it begins. You know, it's just as important as what's in the middle of the song, right? I have a feeling these are going to end well, you know? Who knows? Four tracks on each side, 8 total. Good amount. I mean, I always thought that the general minimum amount of tracks should be about 10 to 12. So when I see something less than that, I'm just kind of like, come on, you couldn't do more than that. But, you know, these kind of albums are different, I guess. Slows down. I hear a flute, I hear a violin, I hear a guitar, probably a 12-string guitar. Okay, that was Remedios. This one's called Processional. You know, my dad would always joke, it's kind of like waiting room kind of music, but it's good, it's soothing, like, I don't know, I mean, it's not like my favorite music, but I can tell it's well composed, well thought of, well recorded. You can definitely tell it's like kind of like, you know, 80s in an Aspen chalet with the fire going, you know, kind of music. Wine and cheese, kind of wine and cheesy, you know what I mean? You know, no percussion, right? That's pretty interesting. It's very rhythmic, but there's no percussion. There's no drums. There's no claves. There's no, you know, traditional rhythm. It's rhythmic, if that makes sense. Pieces for guitar, it says. I am most grateful to the musicians who composed and performed on Passage, and to the many individuals who contributed to the technical expertise, their technical expertise. Nice little ending. Sorry I talked over it, but, you know, simple, but yeah, so he basically says that some of these are new compositions and some of these are newly recorded renditions of previously recorded. Okay, this one's called, that was Processional. This one's called The Impending Death of the Virgin Spirit. It's meant to be a little sad. I feel like some of these I'm going to recognize that have been like kind of in the lexicon, just kind of in the realm of music, kind of in the background there, kind of on, you know, waiting calls or whatnot, who knows, but yeah, the guitar is a central I mean, I guess you could call it folk. Okay, so there's violin, English horn, not a flute, excuse me, cello, and piano. So, yeah, interesting stuff. I don't want to say it all sounds the same, but, you know, there's a theme going. Very rhythmic guitar. I mean, it's... I know there's a name for that phrasing. I mean, it's the chords, right? But the way they're playing the chords. Comes in the cello. Sorry, I'm not going to pretend to try and sing. I apologize. See how it ends? Windham Hill Records. I believe this is like a 77, 78 kind of album. A decent ending, nothing too special, but it ended. It didn't just fade out. All right, last one on the side, A side, is Pacific. Pacific Eye. Pacific 1. The really short one, we'll just let this play out. There's the French horn. English horn, excuse me, English horn. Doesn't sound like the Pacific to me. The Pacific that I know is big and strong and turbulent and massive, you know. This is like a nice little pond with a duck swimming around. That's just my personal take on it, but it's, you know, it's a good song. Very frou-frou a little bit, you know. Not really in my wheelhouse, shall I say, but I can appreciate good music, right? Little fade out, so that's a little, yeah, I know it's a fade out. Well, you know, I could be wrong. Sometimes they get low and then there's a hit or something, but no, it's a fade out. Okay, I was right. F that fade out. All right, 4 more on the second side. We've got The Bricklayer's Beautiful Daughter, okay? We all know what they were going with there, you know, on such a tame PG record, you'd think they would have such lurid, content. Oh, the bricklayer's daughter happened to be going to fetch some milk. And I caught her when the sun was gleaming on her bosom, just in the most perfect way. Oh, the bricklayer is mad because I took his daughter out for a pint of bitter. He's gonna come after me. It's kind of a silly name. Kind of a medieval tone. A lot of this is almost harkens back to that kind of medieval sort of, I can't tell if this is a quartet or a quintet because there's 4 musicians here and then Will Ackerman. So is he the composer, maybe? And then they're the performers? I think that is. So, Daryl Anger on violin, Robert Hubbard on the English horn, Dan Ryder on cello, and George Winston on piano. Nice little sting. See, that's how you end a song. Not my favorite song, not my favorite way to end a song, but it has a nice little bow at the end. You know what I'm saying? Okay. This next one is called Hawk Circle. I'm a big fan of hawks, red-tailed hawks. I just think they're, birds of prey are very fascinating to me. This nice build and layering, lots of good layering, rhythmic layering, right? No percussion, but they kind of build on each other with the different timbres of the instruments, right? That's a good little sample part. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. You can loop that, right? All right, Sam, I was like, some good samples, but not great. That kind of did it for me, you know what I mean? That kind of like added a little boost to the sampleability of this album. Look, the piano's getting his right there. We call this a solo. Kind of solo-esque. I think this is a solo here. Yeah, this is definitely a solo. Go piano solo. Foundation of the song. Yeah. Builds, it's building. So that's composition. That's not just notes on the page. That's building the volume. Getting softer and quieter, louder based on the mood and the flow of the song. Okay, that didn't really fade out. That was an end, it was a very subtle end, but it worked. Okay, that was Hawk Circle. This one's called Annie's Song. Two more to go here. picks up a little bit. But again, guitar is the kind of main force. Kind of has a medieval feel, like, right? Let's do it, just kind of, you can almost sample that as a little hook. Slow this down. Aw, see, isn't that a nice way to end a song? You know what I'm saying? It's just nicer, I don't know. Okay. Final song of the album. This one's called Passage, the title track of the album. Passage through time, passage of life, passage of opportunity. There's a lot of things you could read into the passage, right? And that's what music like this I think is good for, is like, because there's no words, instrumental music makes you think more, right? I don't know. It's kind of like you're lost in your own thoughts as opposed to the author giving you the thoughts or planting a seed in what their message is in that song, right? That's kind of my take on it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Put a comment in the comments below. How do you feel about that? Do you not like instrumental music because it's, you know, you want to hear the words, you want the poetry, or do you like that you kind of get just lost in thought based on how the mood of the music takes you, you know? It's very interesting, you know? Take it both ways. It's kind of like the culmination of the whole album, just like the sound and the rhythms and the orchestration. Melody there, you kind of hear it in there's different layering of the guitar. So what I would imagine is, because none of these musicians listed play guitar, so I guess Will Ackerman is the guitar player and they're the supporting musicians. There's the last track. It's almost over. We'll just let it play out. I skipped ahead a bunch, so. But, you know, this is the kind of stuff, I hate to say that it all sounds the same, but there are crescendos, there are differences, but, you know, you can kind of get the phrasing and sort of skip ahead to the next part, right? Sort of like the last episode where I did with the ballet. I skipped through that very quickly, even though it was a fairly long video, but we went through a whole ballet in one episode, so. Anyways, I like this, you know, this puts you in a good mood, puts you at peace. Some decent sampleability. I'll give you my grade in a second. Definitely well recorded, you know, very well recorded, very crisp and clear, well mastered. I think that's what they were really known for too, is how clean and well, you know, the fidelity of their recordings. Fade out, but yeah, that fade out, that I hate to say it, that's a fade out. That's a fade out. So that brings it down a little bit. But overall, I think it's good. You know, I hate to say that this is the kind of music that puts you to sleep, but it puts you at ease. It's something that you can, if you have a stressed day or you're kind of hyper right before you go to bed, you can kind of put this on and relax, right? It helps you relax. It's a de-stressor, right? And I think that's really what they were going for here. So I can appreciate that. Again, not my cup of tea. Couple of fade outs, really, you know, not that big of a deal. But again, like you kind of think that with these, like they'd have it well. For the most part, they didn't. So I'm not going to grade it that low. Decent sampleability, well recorded. I'm not going to give it a super high grade, but I'm going to kind of give it like a medium high grade, if that makes sense. You know, higher than 5. I'm just going to come right and say it. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Not quite an 8. Higher than a 7. You know, I think I was going to give it a 6.5, 7, but when I heard there was actually more sampleability, the ability to sample parts of the record for other tracks, got, you know, kind of a notch or two higher. So 7.5, where do I put it? Do I put it here or there? Maybe I should put it there. I think that's more of the spot where I should put it. 7.5, and that's the way the cookie crumbles for Will Ackerman's Passage. Do you agree, disagree? Do you think this album was bootsy? Tell me. Leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me why you did or didn't like the episode. Subscribe to the channel, and definitely hit that notification bell if you want to stay tuned and notified when more videos come out. They're coming out weekly and monthly. We've got a lot of different stuff, so check out all the other videos that are on the channel. It's Viral Media Network. I'm your boy, DJ LumbaJack. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!